Sorry about the brief interruption. We're back. All right, continuing.
Alright, so Dyron's also going to go to Valerie
Yeah.
and also hand her a blood pack. Stop fucking moving. Hand her a blood pack.
Takes the blood pack,
What the fuck?
opens it immediately, and drinks. And drinks heartily from the blood pack.
Rack, no.
Fixed it.
She smiles at Dyron like, oh god, thank you. I was
No
so hungry.
Is this a room? There's more rooms!
Yeah,
He's
just-
like, there's more.
you have a bed actually.
I just
I'm gonna be drinking that blood pack, by the way. Right.
Oh my
right
god,
now.
there's another bed! I have a guest room!
Oh, you have a very nice house.
So would it be 4 or 5 blood from that blood pack?
4.
Okay. Oh, I'm at 10. Feels good.
And I'm going to stuff the other one in my pocket.
Is this a bathroom? This is like a
Yes.
really
Pants
Public
without bloody.
restroom.
this is a really grungy bathroom.
Men don't clean their restrooms. Let's face it.
Alright, Dyron is
She-
actually
she-
gonna
look,
be like, this
look.
is nasty, and clean it up. Like,
She-
he's going to find...
We don't have time for that.
Val is both ecstatic and also incredibly disappointed at the fact that there is a bathroom and potentially like a shower or something.
Oh.
But
There's
it
no
is.
shower.
Oh,
There is a shower, actually. He said there's a shower.
but it,
I'm making that toilet in the corner a shower.
but it is
Stand in
like
the toilet and bathe.
but it is like the grungiest bathroom ever.
Hold on, Miss Valerie.
She's gonna be like, no, and step back out.
I leave.
Dyron is actually going to clean this bathroom.
Spend time cleaning the bathroom.
I
It
don't
is
feel
my
like we have
house. It
time
is
for that.
Dyron's house. He will take care of
We
it.
can come back for that. I don't feel like we have time.
Yeah, this isn't made RPG. We'll get to that later.
I'm just gonna flop into a chair.
So you are currently at, as you can see, nice little abode. Not too far from Jaeger. It's
Can
probably
I-
about 20 blocks or so.
Can I use let me see. I have some stuff that I could do. Can I use occult and like wits or something to just like make sure there's nothing in this house that like is in any way like gonna screw us over? Like there's any changeling signs or like anything?
I can do wits and
Uh,
investigation for that.
In before ritual circle in the ceiling.
Well,
Yeah,
that's kind
go
of
ahead.
like what I mean. You know, I just want to like make
go ahead.
sure that we're not gonna be like screwed by some secret shit that you have.
I mean, the Winchesters are here, so now you're all trapped in the circle.
2 successes for stuff.
House looks clean.
Cool.
Okay.
Happy with that, Val. Just slumps down in an armchair.
Yeah.
And the cuffs come out of the chair.
It
Actually,
wasn't
I'm gonna-
a cult.
I'm gonna open this thing to see what's inside it.
You find an old record player. Some good records.
And before
Old classical
music
stuff
the
mostly.
entire time.
Old classical music mostly. That's basically tucked off to one side. On the other side, you find a few books. Just like a mini collection. A few books on like driving.
So,
Books. Stuff like
And this,
that.
children, is why you become a gambler.
Val seems happy to be here, but also like looks to the rest of the group, you know, like going between them as they sort of pass around, like looking for stuff and so forth. Once everybody sort of gathered together, she's like, "This is great and all, but shouldn't we be trying to get out of the quarantine area rather than trying to settle in on the quarantine area?"
Yeah,
I
I
agree.
agree. I just want to get back to my home.
That's
get everyone
fine.
together,
We
then.
can leave. I just wanted to see what this place was. Better than I could ever
Right.
hope.
Are there any are there any interesting looking books on this? Because I'm assuming Darren didn't take any of them.
No, this is my house. I'm leaving everything there for now.
Let's see. Are there any What would you consider interesting?
Something that would either relate to something I would need to do in the military. Anything military, because this is a military house. Anything either military related or
Roll perception.
okay.
There's
There's another one I was
six.
gonna do.
Bartel thinks
Science related.
Cody thinks that all
Science.
RPGs are Skyrim and like all
Yes,
the books are
actually
gonna
they
have
are.
things that like.
If you listen to Rock Vasha, it is Skyrim now.
Basically, I need you to roll perception. Difficulty 6. 3 successes. You get 3.
I got 4.
Um,
All I'm
But this
saying
is
is
Skyrim.
how to kill a werewolf with your thumb. That's
Yes.
all I'm saying.
That's the
You
book,
find-
that's the book I'm looking for. How to Kill Werewolves with Your Thumb.
you find a book that teaches about medicine. It is kind of like the Anatomy and You how-to book.
It's written in
Or-
braille though.
Dyren walks over and goes, "Hey, don't touch my books.
He hasn't touched anything. Actually, he was just looking.
If you
through
wanted anything from me, you bought a bet with me."
judging by who you are and that you won this from one of my men in a game of poker, was it? I'm not doing that. I was just gonna ask if I could borrow one of these.
Which one?
The one here about anatomy, basic medicine book seems.
Well, you see, if you're gonna borrow from the library, that's a basic fee of $10 a day.
$10 a day. Last I checked, libraries don't charge you until you're late.
That's $20 a day now. This is the Dyren Library.
Library O'Dyron. The 10 books that are in the freaking mantle.
Yeah. Well, feel free to keep it then. I just thought I'd ask.
I will feel free to keep it. Just closes the thing.
Besides, it's not like anyone else is gonna read it. You aren't, obviously.
Way to go,
I'm
Alex!
gonna go to this real quick. So Valerie these pair of scissors. I'm gonna do this.
Yeah, okay.
He starts just cutting, just randomly cutting like she's trimming hedges. And it basically comes out with a piece of clothing that is like the whole sides are cut out. It's just like a diamond shape up here to cover the boobs. From the side, like if the wind were to blow, they'd just blow out and like boobs would be everywhere. Like, I mean, there's no support to the clothing at all, but it would really neat from the front or
I have
back.
6 dice and I got a fucking -3.
3 ones and no successes.
So that is pretty much just
It's completely
destroyed.
It's
There's
completely
scraps
useless.
everywhere.
It's completely useless. I just cast aside. I just fucking tear it up with scissors and just throw it aside.
Dyren comes in, sees what you're doing, and tries it himself.
That
What do you have to roll?
Intelligence and crafts.
and intelligence. When you come in, like the first thing Val does when you come in is looks at you and like dares you to comment negatively on anything. You know what I mean? Like there is
Oh
just
man,
this like
I can imagine how she's gonna feel if he succeeds at it.
Oh my god.
I shop at the Big and Tall store, so
He
none of
probably
this I'm
That's-
going to need.
he knows
Yeah,
about
This is gonna
altering.
fit you at all.
tense.
I need you to roll
tens.
it again.
He rolled 2 10s. Does he win?
And again.
What?
3
Combining-
dice.
Finding your successes, you actually make a pretty decent outfit sized for Valerie.
Oh my god.
Dyren kind of just looks at it and goes, "That's what you're looking for?"
Val
It
just,
is
like-
it is stylish chic.
Val
Swear.
just grumbles and takes the things and just goes like, "Get out! I'm changing."
Dyren just bows and says, "Yes, Miss Valerie," and leaves.
Malcolm came in just to see that.
He's
the
like,
ending.
As long as I'm still on the clock.
Ah.
Wow.
I better get paid extra for this.
That's
suit.
right. Cutting up clothing. That's what Val does.
Dyren, so
She's like, there's no shower in this place, and I'm done with this.
Fucking seriously.
Dyren, so what was that?
I don't know. I just got lucky.
Really good with the scissors.
Oh.
He's just gonna flop back in the chair like, with a sigh. No, Dyren, no.
Alrighty.
Well, yeah.
It's about this time that I assume all of you are gonna pretty much be ready to go.
Yep.
Yeah.
Valerie's changed. Everything's looking pretty peachy. I'm gonna gather these guys together. Anything else you want to do in the house real quick
Nope.
before you
No.
See if there's any ice cream.
Malcolm wants to go home.
might actually.
Falk's just worried about the homeless people that live with him are probably wanting their ham
Can I
and cheese
odds and
sandwiches.
evens to see if he has ice creams and cones?
Yeah, sure.
Odds.
Odds are even.
Nope.
Fuck!
Like, fuck.
I wanted a chocolate scoop.
So as you are leaving, the hold on.
Go lock the door behind us.
This is what I'm going with for right now. Okay, as you're leaving, starting to walk down the streets. I assume you're trying to find a way out of the quarantine zone still, or at
Yep.
least some sign of a way out. You start to hear a repetitive smacking sound.
Head cracky guy.
That's what I was
need
thinking.
Volt's gonna hear it first, so I really need Volt to roll for hearing.
I always hear everything first.
It sounds
Girls.
like a young girl.
Oh god, everything sounds like a young girl. Motherfuckers.
Everything.
Well, it sounds like a young girl jumping rope.
Ugh.
So jump roping in the street.
Yeah, I don't trust this. This is the middle of the
Yeah,
fucking quarantine
why trust
zone.
this? This is like worse than the other one.
Let's go
I
meet
start
the.
walking away.
Let's go meet the girl
No, no, no.
using
Volt heard
organs to
this
jump
first.
rope.
We haven't heard this yet. Volt's the only one who's
Oh,
heard this.
okay, good, good. I keep walking normally then.
Yeah, we
He's
haven't
just
heard
walking,
this.
and he's like, his face just looks really puzzled.
There's just a normal. It sounds like a normal young girl, jump roping. I mean, there's nothing out of the ordinary. It's
What up,
not
Nadia?
like anything like extravagant, like
That would be
demon laugh plus skip rope, like
Can we just remember that he's been living in like a subway station for 200 years, pretty much? He probably hasn't heard many children like jump roping
is it-
in a park.
Is it a dude playing basketball with a severed head? Cause
Yeah, actually, how'd you know? They bounce
Come
so
on,
well.
slam.
Wait, Kevin who
assume-
plays every Friday?
I assume as you get closer, you're all going to basically hear the same sound. All of you roll perception now, except for Volt.
Perception.
1, 2. Freddy's coming for no.
What are we rolling here? Wits and composure.
Composure.
Okay, no, I get 2 extra die from Auspex.
Do we get 2 extra die from aspects?
We
Auspex.
should. It doesn't reduce the difficulty.
Auspex, more like awesome
Get two
specs.
extra.
Am I right?
That's what you call really cool
Acute
glasses.
senses reduces difficulty. Having Auspex just gives you more dice.
Okay.
I think awesome specs would just be really awesome looking glasses, but
Yeah, you all
I think-
you all basically hear the same sound.
Malcolm tenses up and looks to everyone,
what's
wondering if they...
Unless that's the princess with messages, I don't think we want to go near any little girls.
No,
We can
Dyron.
just peek around the corner, can't we?
Dyron.
No.
That is one of the creepiest things I've heard somebody say. Let's just go the other direction.
You're basically in a street. It's just like walled. It's kind of like corridor style street.
Basically forcing us to see this person.
We don't
Dang.
have a choice.
Or go
We have
back.
to go that way.
Or go back.
Let's go.
Turning around would just take us too long. We've already wasted enough time. Let's hope this
Don
isn't as
has
bad
no
as
opinion on the matter.
the last
Fine.
time.
Fine,
Darren's
I
gonna walk
forward.
over to Bartel, like smack him on the shoulder, and go, "Yeah, that's exactly right." Can I roll to try and get a piece of Bartel's hair?
I will not
Oh
allow
my
that.
God.
He has shaved hair, bro. You can't do it.
Yeah, bro.
He's crew cut.
So
Crew cut.
basically,
Military crew cut.
it's mid lefty-ish. Mid
There she is.
Bartel has a
person.
Mr. T-Hawk.
Yeah. Mr. T-Hawk.
It's just she hasn't seemed to notice you at all, but it just seems to be young girl.
Look around corners.
Okay, hold on. Yeah, okay, you see him. As you look around the corner, you are going to notice, walking your direction, are the Spec Forces members.
Can I roll a stealth check?
I turn around
Just wanna
and I
like.
grab Ballerina and walk the other way.
Val
No.
just like hasn't noticed because she doesn't have auspex, so she can't see as far, and it's just like
You guys,
I just
you
turn
guys-
her around and I just start walking.
if Malcolm's leaving, Bartel's trusting Malcolm and following Malcolm.
What? What's going on?
So
Why are you going back?
Malcolm just grabs Val's arm and just goes like, "Come on."
Volt, stealth check, Volt. If you'd like to stealth.
I wanna, like, this be something he's like really good at hiding.
You obviously see the werewolves. They haven't noticed the little girl yet, to be honest. The range for this is okay. Yeah, you're pretty good at hiding.
It's one of his specialties.
So basically, they're quite a ways down the street, and they wouldn't see you if you were to like hop out in the middle of the street right now. Anyway, they're not really like looking straight your direction, but they are like slowly meandering, kind of like checking door to door, looking at windows on their way towards you.
Darren's gonna like silently shout, I guess, "Hey! Hey, get out! Move! Go!"
We already were. We're already leaving.
Oh yeah,
Not
no. As
them,
soon as I saw
Oh, I
them,
thought-
Going
at
up
the
to
little girl?
girl.
She stops skipping rope for a moment, and she notices you, but
But it's too late.
it's too late. She gets done.
But she turns out to be the exact same creature we met at Jaeger Industries.
She doesn't like get the gist of what you're saying. Like she can't hear it properly, or she thinks you're just some adult going, "Hey, what's up, candy?" You know, like.
Well, Dyron.
So what is Volt doing first of all, since he rolled the stealth?
He's just trying not to get noticed by the noises that are coming down the street.
Oh yeah, you're good then.
He's just like huddled like against the wall.
Yeah,
He's like, no one's
basically-
gonna notice me here.
Basically, what Volt's hearing would be that like the clank of the armor, plating together, since it's like banded, doing that whole thing. He would
Metal
hear
mesh.
that and assume SWAT or some equivalent of.
Something bad is gonna happen, and he's kind of just like he's staying within range of like earshot and everything, so he can kind of sense what's going on, but he's like not gonna poke his head out.
Raising voice. All right, Darren, what are you doing then?
Why you gotta do these things, John? Why you gotta do these things? Crazy mofo.
Fun.
Darren's just kind of like, "Move. Move." I'm not going, "Hey, come here." I'm going, "Move. Get out of here. Through the door. Go.
Go away.
Move."
Like,
And not even to see if she responds, Darren is walking away.
all right. I assume you guys are gonna be a far enough distance.
Hold
You're still
up,
gonna
hold up, wait. If we
Okay.
surrender to them, won't they bring us to the quarantine zone? Because they stun
They'll
us.
knock us out.
Outside the quarantine
So-
zone, Elf. We're in the quarantine zone right now.
That's what I mean. That's what
Yeah,
I fucking said.
They'll knock us
You
out
said
and bring
to
us
the
outside the
quarantine
quarantine zone.
So isn't that just like the
That would
fastest
just
way
kill
back?
you.
No, because they don't
If they
take us
think
back.
you're
They
resistant,
knock
they'll
us
kill
out
you.
and let the cleanup crew take us out.
Oh.
And
Yeah.
the other thing is, if they feel like we're resisting in any way, they kill us.
You guys haven't met the
Yeah.
cleanup crew yet.
Yeah.
Cleanup crew
Exactly.
could just be zombies that just
Please,
eat
no.
everything. Picture what is it? 28 days, 28 weeks later, the guys with the flamethrowers clearing the streets.
Yeah.
Cleanup crew.
I'm just gonna do a perception on the little girl, because why the hell not?
I'm just leaving this entire time.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, I mean,
I haven't stopped.
I'm
It
literally
is-
being dragged away, like, and she's not resisting. She's with Malcolm. So.
It is your average everyday Molly or Cindy or whatever. It's just little girl jumping rope outside of what appears to be her house or apartment building.
Well,
This is a really
So-
dedicated jump rope girl.
She really.
Seriously.
Well,
is.
she's not currently jumping rope right now. But
She's watching Darren just leave.
I guess I'm gonna have to trust Malcolm, because Volt's over there hiding, and I don't know what's going on, and I Malcolm would be the
Don't-
only other person I trust. So
Poor Volt.
so you guys are gonna get a safe distance away. and the Spec Ops force is going to make their way down the street. Obviously, noticing the little girl, they're going to move towards her.
All right. Can I move my token just so I can see? Oh, never mind. They're here.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine. If you need to see, that's fine. I assume
Okay.
you're far enough distance.
Okay, sweet.
Um,
I'll just pop myself right here.
Basically, what's going to happen is one of the Spec Ops forces is going to lean in and smell the little girl,
And the girl rips off his arm.
and
It's
and
face.
he's going to growl very audibly, and you're going to notice that they're in human form, by the way. They're not like war form Krynos or anything. But you're going to notice that he does start to grow a little bit larger, as if he is switching form. And Maya, the leader of which, right there, puts her hand on his shoulder and just shakes her head no. And upon that, move, little girl. They start to continue walking down the street, obviously not noticing you. I'll move the little girl back now. They continue moving down the street.
Malcolm, you can tell auras, right?
Yeah, I was gonna auspex her if we
Can-
decided to go back, but
Can you
I-
see what the fuck she is?
if I know that the Spec Ops team are gone, I will go back. But if I don't know, I'm still walking. So
Yeah, Darren's going to tell you that the Spec Ops team is gone.
Yeah, they've passed the street and they've continued to walk.
Darren,
Okay.
you
Check.
need to step back then because you fuck with.
Yeah, I'm nowhere
if
near the
we
little
are
girl.
Perceptions.
I'd have to be like
She's not affected, so
that
it's like
much near her.
it's like that's not normal.
All right.
Quickest,
Alright.
the best way it's probably going to be the direction Spec Ops came from, is they might not search that area again. But Malcolm, do you
Yeah.
just like
yeah.
wave towards her? What?
I am going to use my aura sight on her. What is her composure?
$1 million.
All of it.
Okay, hold on.
Me.
Intelligence,
$1 million?
empathy, aspects. So that's
1 million
5,
experience
eight
points.
dice. All
What's
right.
her composure?
Yes.
5.
Oh.
What
Okay.
the hell?
Hey,
I had to roll.
you gotta have some beast ass composure to jump rope in the middle of the apocalypse.
That's
And then
true.
not freak out when wolves sniff you. Or rather, Spec Ops sniff you.
Okay, well I got 2 successes
Two.
for aspects.
And you're doing aura
Um,
perception?
Yes, I will copy paste the aura chart for you.
Well,
you
I'm
want-
looking at it right now.
Okay, cool.
Equal to the number of successes. Number of colors equal to successes. Light blue
All right.
and
Red polka dots.
Black veins in aura. Go on.
nope.
Nope, nope, nope.
light blue and mottled with shifting colors.
Okay.
Okay.
And is this aura pale? Like it vampire.
No.
I narrow my eyes and I say, I don't know what she is, but she is calm and confused, not a kindred.
Darren's gonna walk up
Well,
to her Put his hands
let's-
and just walk up to her.
Well, let's hope that she ignores us like she ignored the special forces, and we can just head down the left.
Seeing you walk up, she is still not skipping rope at this time, obviously, because you don't just go back to skipping rope after a werewolf growl at you. I mean, if you did, you're a pretty boss ass little girl.
She has like 5 composure.
Well, yeah.
Ain't
She's
nothing,
probably-
ain't nothing gonna scare her.
On the
Ain't
on
nothing
the
gonna
inside,
break
she's
her
probably wetting
stride.
herself.
Go resolve in composure. See how much she
she-
really wants to jump that rope.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No. So as Darren walks up, she looks at him and says, "Where's my mommy?"
Oh god.
Don't
That
let
is-
it
Dead
touch
little
you.
girl.
Don't let it touch you.
That's a good idea. Come on, Val, we should leave.
I agree. She's not important. Like Val doesn't really care. if the girl's not gonna bother her, then she's fine with it. Like,
I have no idea where your mommy is. Probably in that house there. Goodbye.
Dying part.
Nope.
Nope, nope, nope. Just
I'm
where
gonna-
where'd Volt go? Wait,
Volt's right
He's
next to
under-
oh,
us.
he's right there.
He can hear
What,
us.
what can I see down
He's,
the
like,
right side of the
slinking
street?
across
like,
the
other
wall.
than obvious werewolves walking down the street.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. And just no, it looks like normal streets.
Okay. So follow.
So we make our way away from your creepy little fucking jump rope girl.
Yeah, yeah, we do.
Once they're
Very
like
far
a,
away.
a decent distance away, Bartel's gonna shake his head and be like, I would have checked her with the light, but if the werewolves are ignoring her, I don't want to trigger anything. Loading
I-
screen!
Loading
This,
screen.
role play screen.
Yeah,
okay.
this is just like because
Going all the way to the right to
doesn't
see
have-
the Bohogande.
doesn't have a map.
To see the
Okay.
Bohogande.
So basically, as you're wandering aimlessly through the streets, you see a few street signs that would look familiar to a certain blind guy.
Too bad, can't see.
Yeah. Volt, roll perception for hearing.
Because I can hear all the things.
Hearing
You
stuff.
can hear all the rats scurrying
All
about.
the things.
Well, that's what I'm getting at, John.
All
Yeah.
the things.
All the things.
All
You
of it.
hear the familiar scurrying of rats and other sewer dwelling or subway dwelling things.
That's Jeffrey.
I'm
the
gonna head
fat
that
one.
direction.
That's Jeffrey, the fat one.
Go in that
That's
direction.
Jimbo, the one jealous of how much Jeffrey eats.
So
And that's a rat.
I'm slinking away in that direction, whether anybody's following me or not.
Well,
Probably
I don't
follow
think-
Volt because I don't want to see any hum.
we're just trying to get out. If that's like the best way out, we're still with you. If not, I don't really know. Like,
I'll follow.
I'll
along.
follow Bolt. Yeah.
I'll follow. I mean, Volt
there's no
kicks
reason for
ass,
Bartel to
so
go
we
anywhere
need
else.
him.
Volt punches the shit out of zombies that get in my way, so it's cool.
Exactly. Hey, I curb stomped one.
True, but he helped though.
Yeah, he did.
I'm pretty sure I got more kills than anyone, and at least one more torpor than everyone.
At least one more top four than everyone.
If anything, that subtracts all kills.
Hey, I took out a vampire. What have you guys done?
I've not
Didn't
tried
kick
to kill
Valerie
a
in
party
the
member.
face.
I kick Valerie in the face.
Yeah.
It didn't even hurt.
All right, so we're going to the sewer or the train.
Yep.
Got
Going into the
tased, I
subway.
guess.
Subway.
I got hit in
Going to the
head.
subway.
as you enter the subway, it's pretty much empty. There's typical newspapers.
I heard
There's an old guitar case that's left there. Someone probably just left it in a hurry, took their guitar and ran, kind of thing.
Why
I
are we
know
in
that rat I named
subways?
There are obviously signs that people have like come here in a panic or come through here in a panic.
Yeah. The subway is not here currently, like not at your station.
Volt, you know these lines, don't you?
Assume it would be at my station. It's usually abandoned. Yes, my home.
Are there any ways through these underground passages to the other side of the quarantine zone?
The blue line. Blue line often leads out of the city to the edge, the outskirts, south.
Well then, rather than going above ground and risking getting caught by those patrols, why don't we just head down the tracks?
I fear what's settled down here.
No trains will be running now, though, you are right, Malcolm. It is possible that nasty things have settled down here, but that's why we have Volt here and Bartel, of course.
I can't say it'll be any safer down here. The special forces may check down this area because this would be a really good place for rebels to hide out. Though I
They
can't tell
came
whether
from
it's
the
safer or
direction
not.
we just went in.
Of course, I'm just saying they may sweep this again or sweep this for the first time. They might be doing above ground first.
I
If
can
we
assure
do
you,
it
there's
again, it'll be a
no,
while.
there's no
I honestly
rebels
can't
in
tell
my
you.
home. There is
They-
no rebels in my
I don't
I
remember
mean,
going through
I-
a locked door. They could have run down here to hide. I'm not saying I know how the special forces operate. I just want to make sure everyone knows that it's still dangerous to keep an eye out.
They come down here to see my kind to hide.
Volt, I don't think you understand that people in a panic will run anywhere, apparently.
There's a lot of corpses down here as well of those who get lost along the way.
That's
So,
fine. They
Volt,
still hide down here. That doesn't change that they want to hide.
could you lead us out of the quarantine zone through these passages?
Well, the south tunnel, the blue line, is just off of this green line. I could take you there.
I know that you're not necessarily interested in following us, but unless you want us to hang around and ruin your little private time, it probably would be in your best interest to direct us, so to speak.
I don't think you want me to organize this, He tries not to say filth.
this,
This area.
this place.
This place.
I'm more concerned with where my things have gone. I've had several companions that live with me, my herd, if that's what they call it above ground. They seem to have gone missing.
I didn't think that was still allowed. Kudos to you.
Well,
I mean, when
Those-
you live
Some
under the
respect.
city.
Well, but
those
that's
who
what
are
I'm saying.
abandoned by society stick together.
Val has romantic thoughts of the old times.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet you all do.
Well,
yeah.
Respect for owning
Well,
cattle.
Volt, if you could lead us down there, you can look for them on the way.
It is right this way, pointing like left.
Yeah, it's dark as balls down here, so. You know.
Yeah.
I can see in perfect darkness, so we cool.
Okay, so as you're walking down,
I can't.
yeah,
He's blind.
Uh,
He's used to being in dark.
Oh, I know you're fine. Fuck.
the subway tracks, rails, I guess. Well,
Well, if there's still electricity in the city, then there's gonna be like emergency lights in
Yeah.
in the actual lit sections of the subway. So they'll be like maybe not like bright lights, but they'll be really dim, so you at least see something.
You can at least see.
Vol is going to hear the familiar, I want to say sloshing, or yes, I'll say sloshing, liquid in a bottle. It's a very familiar sound, considering a few members of your herd like to partake of beverages, alcoholic in nature.
It seems there's still people down here.
What are you doing?
He's going to keep going that direction.
Tyrant's
Chaos.
singing.
Chaos.
There's
Fine. Tyrant, stop singing.
That chaos, though.
The chaos dove.
So basically, as you are walking down the subway rails, you're going to hear that. You said you're going to keep in the same direction, so you notice in front of one of the maintenance doors is. Oh, he can still hear me, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I hear.
Just chill, though.
Oh, hold on.
Bye, lady.
Just chill. We can RP, I guess.
See you later, Janeway.
See you, other lady.
You good, pig?
Huh? Yeah.
Okay.
Stupid sibling.
That's fine. As you are walking down, you're going to hear that. You're going to continue in the same direction, and you're going to notice Frank, one of your one of your herd, one of your comrades, sitting in front of a maintenance store with his trusty bottle and brown bag in hand.
This is the man who knows how to get liquor down here.
Frank.
He's got high streetwise.
Yeah. But you notice him sitting in front of a maintenance store.
I will approach him.
Okay.
Why are you in this section of the tunnels?
Seems like the best place to be, man.
Where's the rest?
He makes coffee too.
He's a good friend of
Something-
Nigel's.
Something about quarantine and getting the hell out. I don't know. Bunch of rats, if you ask me. Takes another drink of his bottle. Obviously disgusted that they would leave their awesome home.
Rather
enjoy it down there.
disrespectful, to to leave our humble home.
That's what I was trying to tell him, man, but nobody listens to Frank, man. Just get the booze. Just
And-
sit in front of the door.
What's behind the door?
Oh.
Alright, John has aspects.
He
Man.
starts to nod off a little bit. And he like catches himself, he's like, oh, the door, man. It's maintenance door. You know, maintaining things. I don't know.
Many years, Franklin. I've grown accustomed to your hidden things that you don't hide very well. What's behind the door?
Hey, man. It's you. It's like he puts his finger against your chest. He's like, I see what you're trying to make me tell you where my stash is. It's not gonna work.
So
Your
stash.
stash? It wouldn't be the first time I found your stash.
Hey, man, you'll never find it this time though. It's hidden. It's hidden from you and from everybody. I wasn't gonna let anybody have it.
Darren's gonna
Let me-
speak up at this point and go, "Is it in the maintenance room?"
He's gonna hear
This guy's
you.
good.
This guy's gonna hear you.
I don't
This
mean
guy's good. He knows where it
Right.
is.
I don't mean to interrupt you here, but shouldn't we be
No,
moving?
shoot.
He must be an expert at hide and seek.
Volt,
She is
Volt,
too.
I don't mean to. I don't mean to interrupt, but
Hold on, guys.
Maybe,
Shouldn't we be moving?
we should keep going. I don't really care about this person's stash of alcohol.
It's not typically his stash of alcohol, but we have many supplies down here that we've captured from people above ground. Sometimes guns, sometimes armor, sometimes
A
food and blood
flashlight,
packs.
maybe.
Perhaps. Never know what's hidden in the stash.
Why would we need a flashlight? We can see perfectly.
John, you speak for yourself.
Not if you don't have 1 point in Auspex, you can't.
John, you speak for yourself.
Exactly.
Exactly.
And you forget that, you know,
any-
we have somebody who's blind anyway. He can't see perfectly no matter what happens.
If anybody was a Kaibit right now, he'd be like, "Holy fuck! There's a ghost with Volt. What the?"
Look, if
Alright,
there's
so
anything you
are we
think that
going to
this
check out the
man
stash?
has managed to get, actually, then feel free to check there, but we really need to be moving.
Let's check.
yeah,
and
I'm
we'll
gonna-
leave.
Turn around really quick and make sure the subjects are following us.
Yes, they're down
Okay.
there.
Wish they weren't, but they are.
Does
Why do
Bertaldo?
you wish
like
they
the
weren't?
subjects.
I mean, they haven't done anything to harm us yet, so
They almost did. Bitey Lady almost did.
I don't like them.
Nobody but
like
John
anybody
likes them.
now.
I like them.
Alright, so what are you doing now?
I want to see what's in this hidden behind this door.
Well, then get this guy out of the way.
Alright, yeah, Franklin does not seem like he wants to be like, hey, man.
All right, time to bust out the Valerie.
My
skills.
door, man.
Here we go.
Valorous skills.
In the pitch darkness.
Well, okay, she's
It's
gonna
not,
try.
I doubt-
it's not pitch black.
I doubt it's pitch
Okay,
black
okay.
in this part.
Yeah.
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 If
This
he's
part is
sitting
like,
in it.
well, there's always like a light above a maintenance.
I
door.
was gonna say she's gonna try her best if it's pitch dark. If not, she knows what she's doing. She's gonna lean in to this drunk guy, as close as she dare get, considering the
God.
stench of drunk hobo.
Oh, yeah. Drunk hobo.
She's gonna lean down and go like, "Well, maybe you could share some of what you've collected with me. I mean, I would be really grateful."
assets.
Yeah, and dem assets, just with the arms.
Just so you
there.
know, the dress I
The
made for her,
arms.
I did leave a little bit of room for cleavage.
Yeah, just the
She made
Like, takes another swig from his bottle, tilting it back a little bit further than normal, and kind of swaying a little bit. Takes a look. Immediate eyes hit boobs. It's like,
Oh,
you're a lady.
Should I roll?
Like eyes Eyes big.
Elf.
What'd you
don't
what'd
need
you
to roll.
say, pretty lady?
I'm standing
It's
directly
Drunk
behind him.
Sean.
I was just saying that I'd be really, really, really grateful if you'd share with me anything that you'd found in your secret stash behind there. We don't need to tell Vault.
Ah,
Just
yeah.
between us.
If it's for a pretty lady, I got a few things, but he's like gets really loud. He's like, but don't tell Volt.
No, it'll be our secret.
He like gives you like a wink, but as he winks, his other eye closes too, like right afterwards. So
It
it's
is
almost like
Sean.
it's almost like a weird blink.
Durr.
Again, it is Jean. He does this.
Threw it out.
So he kind of gets up and like moves out of the way of the door a little bit. He's like obviously fumbling with the handle because he's super drunk at this point. He's trying to work it. He's like, it's not like the normal turn handle. It's like grab, push the little lever down, pull out, like
Yeah,
old school
yeah.
school
Yeah.
handles.
Oh god.
And he's like, like yanking on it. He like puts the thing down, but he doesn't pull. Releases the thumb, tries to pull. Like he's getting this all wrong.
I roll my eyes at Valerie.
Val just like
Darren
looks
just goes over to-
looks back over her shoulder at you, and just has the same sort of expression, just like, oh my god, please.
Aaron kind of whispers to Malcolm, "Can we just knock this guy out?"
I reach over and I go, allow me, and I try and open the door for him.
It opens just fine.
There you go, I open the door for him.
Now,
Hey man,
whereabouts
my hand on my
is,
pants.
now whereabouts
You're-
is this
You're
stash?
good at this door opening thing.
it's just right in here, man. Come on, I'll come show you this
I
stuff.
just lead the way.
I'm gonna
You-
auspex the hobo as well, just in case, because fucking...
Super drunk.
Okay,
Uh,
I don't, do I
depends.
even need to roll for that?
Super
Like,
drunk mortal hobo.
okay,
Depends, how close
mortal,
are you to
he's
Dyron?
good.
oh,
He's a
snap.
God damn it!
Fair.
Rockbosh, you
Fair.
gotta stop
Just-
doing that.
just
No,
remember,
no, it
Bear,
wasn't me. I got the all
He's-
snap thing that Elf
He's
had
a
earlier.
drunken homeless member of my herd.
I know, but he was
The
just
real question.
now starting to get paranoid because Jump Rope Girl and
Jump
everything
rope
is
girl.
being weird.
The real question, though.
This homeless
is,
guy drinking in the like almost
uh,
pitch black like
Does Dyron
tunnels.
absorb? Does Dyron absorb the guy's aura and make you even more
Yes.
suspicious?
It's
I know what Dyron is.
Dyron is close enough that it's going to eat the aura. To be
I just
honest,
frown at Dyron, but I don't say anything.
Malcolm
Well,
doesn't
he
know
can't
what
really
he's frowning
see
at him
if
for.
that-
I
but
will
he
I
just
will give you one color
sees
if
Malcolm
you get enough
frowning and
successes,
just
though.
goes,
All right,
go ahead
what's
and
his
roll it.
composure then?
2.
All right, and that is 6 dice.
Get enough successes, I'll give you one of the colors you can make out.
5.
Uh,
Drunk?
vermilion. I'll give you 2.
All right.
Vermilion
Oh no,
And-
and is
and
Deep
deep red.
deep red. All right,
He's drunk and horny.
yeah.
He's drunk and very lustful right now.
Okay, my bad.
Damn it, Elf! Why do you gotta turn all
take
these
this-
people on?
I position myself between him and Valerie, but I don't really say anything else.
All right, he's he walks through the door. He's like, "Hey, it's just," and then he notices you're in the way. He's like, "You're not what I wanted in here. Where's the pretty lady?"
She's in front of me.
Val's just gonna like
Oh.
shift around Malcolm, like
Because he's fucking tall. Well, Dyron's tall, but you know.
So yeah, he's like, "Hey, come, it's just down here." He like leads you back. It's like service, and it's got like one of those little janitor service closets,
Yeah.
or whatever. And he opens that. It's just a little turn handle. So he's like, "Yeah," like he's happy he got it. He's like, "Yeah, I got this one," he swings it
Nice.
open, and walks inside.
It's fucking
And-
Narnia.
There's enough room for more than one person. So he
All right.
walks inside. And who is going to be the first one in? Because I need to roll perception.
Not me. No, I'm looking around, but I'm not.
Valerie would be the one following. right
Valerie would
behind
probably
him.
be the first one, honestly.
Oh.
probably.
In that case, I'll walk in first.
Walk in first. Okay. Or perception.
You're gonna
Alright.
get a good groping.
2 extra aspects die. If that happens, he's gonna get clocked in the face. Sees? Question marks? 3 successes.
You
Okay.
seize.
First of all, I need Volt to roll memorization roll. So that is intelligence and composure.
Okay.
I was gonna say, like, also, Bear, like, if Val went first, she can take care of herself versus one mortal person.
Yeah, true.
Well, yeah, but you don't have aspects.
But you don't have aspects.
That's not a very good roll.
No, it's not.
That's
Oh,
not
that's
Jeff.
a pretty
God
bad.
damn
I'll-
one.
I mean,
Well,
it's a
I'm-
success.
And before Drunken Monk puts up his dukes.
Okay, you remember hearing from your hobo
Friends.
herd
Bird.
that there have been
Friends.
strange sounds and occurrences in the subway rails in the last week before this. As Malcolm walks into this maintenance closet, the door slams shut behind him. I need you to roll a
The hobo death
1d10
closet.
bear.
Oh, have
Can
fun.
I roll?
I'm getting
Can
some
I roll like
derangements.
wits and occult?
1.
Uh,
God.
as
I was
as
hoping
you
the 10
walk
was
in-
worse.
As you walk in,
Oh, you're hoping
Hobo
Tom was right.
Deathlocker kills you.
the
You were rolling his
hobo
damage.
Franklin turns around and immediately drops the drunken act. The bottle hits the ground, and it's just water. Like, smashes, water spills out. Door slams behind you, and a sinister smile comes across his face. And he's going to. What's your defense?
2.
As the
Gonna
door
hobo
slams,
shake
by
it.
the way,
My
as the door
lord.
slams, by the way, Bartel's going to just like be kind of surprised and attempt to kick it open if he can.
It's not going to budge.
Yeah, didn't think so.
You notice that the room grows very, very, very cold. Well, actually, I guess you wouldn't because you're already cold. But like things around you start to gain frost. And he's going to grab your arm. That was what the defense roll is for.
Alright.
Damn it, Franklin! This is the 5th guy this week.
He's going to grab your arm, and things around you are going to kind of melt away, like fade away into nothingness. And you are going to be in a very fancy place.
Can I try and punch him as he's doing this? I'm just gonna like struggle and try and hit him in the face.
I need to reload real quick, but yeah. Roll it in a second here. Get your roll ready. His defense is 3.
Alright.
For some
actually.
for some reason, it wasn't letting me grab my.
Alright. Because
Player banner
I
thing.
am desperate, I'm going to be using a point of willpower and a point of blood.
Meh.
Okay,
Brr.
yeah, that works.
Knock the son of a bitch
2.
out.
Still, I hit.
It's not letting me grab my player banner. Oh, the
You
all
need
snap
to-
thing has screwed me.
You need to close the tab and
I'll
you need to just
close it.
reopen it. That'll work. But you can't just reload. You have to actually close it.
The Hobo Deathlocker strikes again.
Hobo Deathwalker.
Deathlocker.
You're going to hit him. It doesn't seem to have much of an effect. Like, it hits him, and he begins to bleed. But the blood that comes out is just kind of like inky blackness.
Okay, well, I'm not
I
gonna
can
roll
smell
for
blood.
any more hits.
They're not on
I'm
the
not gonna
plane
roll
anymore.
for any more hits, but I'm just gonna keep hitting him.
That's fine.
Okay.
Can me and Vault break the door open? Because I yelled
try.
at Vault to try and break the door open.
Now, Barry, you guys aren't going to be able to see anything quite yet. I'm going to add everybody's tokens to the map.
This is
Uh,
You're being
big-ass
sucked into the
map.
Hobo Deathlocker.
Yeah, it really
This
is.
is a hell of
It
a
is.
Hobo Deathlocker.
hold on.
It's like walking into Narnia.
Uh,
I'll follow the drunken Franklin into Narnia.
it's going to be. Oh my god, I didn't
Oh,
resize.
charade.
Give me a second. Size. I'll make it a little bit smaller. Much. Okay.
That's a lot bit smaller.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's gonna be like middle-ish left for you, Bear, when I get your token on.
Okay.
And as I said, I'll put everybody's token on so they can see.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't do actually. You know what? I didn't even set up line of sights in here. So let me just take that off.
Just
Come
turn
on,
fog
damn
of
it, I
war
grabbed
off. Yeah.
another man.
Oh, we're good.
Kind of
Uh,
glad I.
So you won't.
Oh no.
Hey,
All
look,
right. Roll. You notice as you appear here, you are actually inside of a building. It looks to be an old blacksmith shop. And I need you to roll your memorization, so intelligence and composure.
Intelligence, composure. Okay. Four.
Okay, you remember that a long, long time ago, there used to be a blacksmith shop built in that exact position above the subway system. But it was torn down and rebuilt. It's another building, stuff like that.
Oh. Okay. Is the hobo here?
The hobo is not there.
Okay, or else I would have just proceeded to try and beat him to death.
Well, I figured you would. But no, the hobo is not there.
Oh.
By the way, the door creaks open eerily for you guys. Door that Malcolm went through that slammed. It like gives no resistance after all the banging and everything. Like you let go of it, and it just swings open. And there is nobody inside, but there is a shattered bottle and frost on everything.
Occult.
yeah.
Rolling occult like a boss.
You won't even need a cult for this. You can tell that is normally a sign of supernatural ghost activity.
I'm sure it is, but I'm gonna roll occult anyway, just so I can get all the details.
Perfectly fine.
I mean, I'll do that
You're gonna
too.
need a lot of occult for this.
I have
Exact
look,
details.
I have 7
Int or
dice for
wits in
this.
occult.
Okay.
Three's pretty good, actually.
Three's not bad. You would notice that if, and I'll give you a freebie here. You would notice that since the murder hobo, as people are calling it in chat, is gone, and and Malcolm is also gone, Frost and everything, you would notice that this spirit would have to have used a Numen or a Numina in the singular form, which is like a ghost supernatural power.
Numa,
And you can assume that Malcolm has been abducted into the Shadow Realm. Here's your freebie.
He has been sent to the Shadow Realm.
I don't believe in the heart of the cards.
He has been, yeah, something like that. He's been pulled through the gauntlet, which is the barrier between the worlds, and he is now basically in the spirit realm.
So Frank was a ghost.
GG.
Oh, there's no following
Is there
that
any
guy.
way to get
Tragic.
Is there any way to get him back / follow?
/follow?
Don't want to
Well,
follow. Which
For
one
you,
get
no,
back?
not really.
You need a ghost or a werewolf?
A
Ghost
ghost.
or werewolf.
Could it
Or-
be
We have
that
a-
there
Well, I
is a
feel like
Could
we
it
might
be?
have a ghost.
Yeah, that the ghost that's following around Vault is probably like, that motherfucker gone. He ain't going back. That's
I
why
ain't
we
going
don't-
there. You ain't going there.
That's
a
why
bad
we
idea.
don't go in the locker,
That's a
motherfucker.
bad idea.
We're going back in
Tells
the
the story
tunnel.
decide. Like, so does anyone know how to get him back?
Just
I'm
doesn't
gonna-
seem like Malcolm's lucky day
Val,
today.
when Val, of course, like having the occult knowledge that she has, knows that she can't follow him. Basically, she just like slumps down outside the sort of like little room that's covered in frost, and she's like, shit, fuck, shit, come on, Malcolm, please be okay. You know, like that kind of stuff.
Roll another occult, Elf.
Sure.
Valerie needs this occult. And I'll tell you a little bit about the Shadow Realm. Otherwise, I'm going to tell it to Malcolm. This is just determines whether your character hears the same information. Yeah, okay. As you already know, Bear, but I'm going to say it for the stream.
Yeah.
The Shadow Realm is basically, it's devoid of people, vampires, or anything with quote-unquote souls. However, things that are created, like buildings, plants, trees, anything like that, cats, animals, because they're considered soulless, they still roam in physical form in the shadow realm. So, like, let's say an ancient tree was planted 3,000 years ago, it grew to the size of a city. That would still be there in the shadow realm, even if it's been chopped down, because it can survive long past its physical form and the material realm dies.
Okay.
So basically, right now, Malcolm is kind of witnessing things that have long since been gone, but are still around on top of things that are currently existing.
Okay. Is there any way for him to return, or is it just
Uh,
like we're fucked now?
Basically, there's only a few ways to return, and one of them is not pretty. One of them is pretty much being completely and utterly destroyed, in which case you don't really return, you just disappear. Which spirits love to rip people apart,
Well, that doesn't
piece
really
by
help.
piece. There are three different ways to get them out. One of which, werewolves going through the
Yep.
Umbra. There's also another ghost abducting and pulling back through the gauntlet. And then there is one other way in which you would need more occult for.
Okay, well,
Because
I guess it's up to Bear, so go Bear.
So,
Out
but
of
don't worry.
character, I would need more occult for that. I don't know the third
Yeah.
way.
There
Alright.
you go.
Ah,
I know some things.
you know some things. I didn't read up on some things. Okay, so
So you're basically witnessing an alternate world, and you roll occult
he doesn't
yourself.
have a cult, so he doesn't know what the fuck this is.
You have
Like,
no idea where you are at currently. Although
he
it
doesn't.
looks, as you said, it looks to have some things that used to be there, but aren't anymore. Like a giant tree and a rose
Okay,
bush.
does this door open?
Yes. The doors are unlocked.
Okay, Auspex is focused fully on hearing, and I'm going to open the door and stick to the wall here.
The place is mostly devoid of sound. There's no breeze blowing. The only sound that you really hear are like the rustling of the leaves. Just like being leaves. It's not so
Mhm.
much the wind's hitting them, they're just
It's
branches.
just moving.
Um,
Well, Malcolm doesn't know which
Yeah.
direction to go in.
so
How many years ago was this blacksmith thing? Actually, no, it wouldn't have been. Never mind, he doesn't. He wouldn't recognize the layout.
it would have been like this is something that you would have known just going through like old documents for the railroad system.
Okay.
So basically, that's why you're memorizing because old documents would have been like, oh well, this is because you need to know the underground layout as well, just in case you like plant a
Oh, yeah.
spike.
Oh man, he's mostly taking in the entire, scenery because what the fuck? Where am I? Where's that hobo? I want to wring his neck.
You are going to hear. I want to say what sounds like a dripping. But it's like an oozy dripping.
Oh.
Out of character, like
Like
ectoplasmic.
thick liquid
Ooze.
dripping.
Yeah,
Ooze.
ectoplasmic dripping out of character. But in character, it's just like a very thick oozing, like. Wow.
Which direction is it coming from?
It is coming from.
You could just use like a ruler or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I will. It's bloop up that way.
Okay. Well, then else
So-
here, so I might have to. I'm gonna take a peek inside this
Alright.
building first.
Um,
Just crack open the door, look inside.
you notice the old makings of what looks to be a stable. Basically, like blacksmith shop would have worked on horse shoes and such. So it would have been like an old blacksmith stable, where he like shoed horses and whatnot.
Oh, close the door, and I keep going. If I hear anything nearby, I am going to try and stealth. But other than that, I'm gonna like immediately stick to the wall or something. All right, let's move to Here.
This is a very comical picture, but I'm going to be using it.
Oh no.
It's an amoeba.
Haha.
As you move further in, you're going to notice what look to be different animals. You can obviously tell that they don't move or act like animals, but they pretty much have. And I'm just going to use the
The pointer.
spirit picture. Well, the
Oh, the spirit picture.
spirit picture mostly as this is kind of what you can realize they are by now. It's that they're just kind of moving towards you. Eyes are fixed on you. They're not really looking at anything else, and they're moving steadily but cautiously closer.
Uh, can I Auspex them?
Yes, yes, you can.
I'm going to do it. It'll probably be an extremely bad idea, but I'm going to do it.
I'm gonna give it to you because their composure. I'm not even gonna roll it.
Yeah. Okay.
You're gonna see splotchy intermittent aura.
All right. Let me grab the table.
Okay.
All right.
Splotchy
Grab my
intermittent aura.
All right.
You're also going to see bright red, or no, purple. You're going to see purple
Oh fuck.
and black. Purple and black with splotchy.
Black. Oh god. Okay.
That's not good.
For the chat, in the stream, that's aggressive and hateful, and that they're ghosts. So.
Yay!
Yay!
All lovely situation you found yourself in, sadly.
I know. It's
What's this building
amazing.
look like?
I'm honestly surprised we had no forewarning of this.
Well, she tried to auspex him, but Dyron was too close.
See, this is my counter to you avoiding my creepy ghost jump rope girl.
Wait, she was a ghost?
Touching creepy jump rope girl.
Yeah, you're
All right.
gonna help.
What's this building look like?
It looks like an apartment building.
See, you gotta realize, this is supposed to be survival horror. We don't touch little girls in survival horror. We don't go anywhere near little girls in
Oh
survival
god, they're
horror. That's
moving.
just-
But
So-
you would go near
But
creepy drunken hobos.
Yeah.
They're
that's-
usually safer than little girls.
As you
They have a lower
as
chance
you
of killing.
Okay, I'll
are like hiding behind this tree and they're slowly making their way towards you, you're going to feel a hand on your shoulder. As you look around, it is one of these
Yay.
subjects.
Yes.
She is going to pull you over here, like forcefully pull you. And as
Oh,
the spirits
okay.
are coming in, her mouth opens, and
Can I cover my ears?
well, no, you won't have
Okay.
time. But it's not detrimental to you.
All right.
I assume you're looking at her at this point, like, what the fuck are you doing here?
Yes, I am.
Her mouth opens, and out comes probably the most beautiful voice that Malcolm has ever heard in his life, singing basically opera. She has a very strong but yet delicate voice. But you're going to notice that the most interesting part of this is from her body that is exposed, gaping wounds form. But instead of leaking blood anywhere, they're starting to spill out an oozy blackness. And it's just large rents in her skin, and like black ooze is coming out of it. It's like an empty void.
Ew.
Since
Oh.
I'm probably closest to the subject,
Um,
is
but
that
you-
one gone?
But you notice that as soon as for the rest of the party, as soon as that door opened back up, it took probably 3 seconds, and that Promethean, that subject, stepped into that door and started to fade through what looked to be like almost like an invisible curtain. Using as a locus or a supernatural hub. Yes, Dyron?
No, I was waving her goodbye.
It's waving out. Yeah, so it's almost like she stepped through a curtain. She starts to blur a little bit and then disappears. And as she is singing, these spirits almost seemed lulled into a sense of happiness. and become a lot more passive.
Okay, well, I look to the spirits and then to her, and I say, "Can you get me out of here?"
She continues to sing. Like it basically that's the only thing kind of holding the spirits at bay currently. And
Okay.
you can tell it's actually taking a toll on her. It's not like something she can't do for a while, but it's taking a toll on her body the more she does it.
All right. Okay, buildings over here and here, or anywhere I can escape to. Essentially, is what I'm looking for.
Uh, Basically any of them as long as she's singing. So,
Okay.
Tyron's like,
What's that down there?
that is an old like general store. Some pepperoni.
I'm not gonna go there because I know if I go in, I might get lost for 3 hours organizing shit. Okay, in there.
That is what seems to be an old. God, what was this? Like an old inn or tavern.
Okay. Gonna go in there since I assume I can't just run straight off the
in
map
there.
that way.
Get it?
She's going to follow you and continue singing. The spirits are just, as I said, just kind of lulled into false security.
All right.
This guy. There's a couch, Tom. I know. So basically, give me a sec. So basically, as she's lulling them into a sense of security, you're going to hear a growling, from like a room behind you, and out will emerge Maya. And she
Immediately
is.
back to wall. Like,
It's
No.
going to be. It's not so much growling at you as growling at the situation. Like, she's going to immediately look at you and and say, and this is gonna sound odd, but just roll with it for a minute. She's going to look at you and say, "Son of Gabriel, why are you here?"
I don't know. I was talking to someone and they pulled me in, and Malcolm is gonna actually like fumble and check for his ID and just toss it across the floor to her. Just
Yes.
She like
Hobos pulling me in the.
takes one look at the
General.
ID, doesn't care for it.
like I am legitimate, that sort of thing.
Like
Not...
basically just pulls it and just like throws it back at you like in disgust. You should not have passed through the gauntlet.
I didn't want to.
Like
He grabbed me.
like runs over to you and there's no way you can move in time and you already know that.
Of course not.
Runs over to you, grabs shoulder and you begin to slip through the umbra with her, and that's when you'll be back with party. But it's like you're gonna find
Is
yourself
she-
in the subway rails.
is she with
Now,
us?
what the rest of the party is going to see at this time is as Promethean slips past, you're going to hear a commotion. It's a very loud clanking and moving of the of plates, and you're going to notice it's exactly the sound that you heard from the SWAT, but it's moving a lot faster. And it's basically kind of one of those Star Wars disturbance in the Force kind of moments for a werewolf. Because the Forsaken, which are the werewolves, or particular clans of them, basically guard the gauntlet, which is the border between the spirit realm and the material realm. And so they,
So we're hearing armor as they're running up.
oh yeah,
Exactly.
and they are moving extremely fast. And by the time any of you know what's going on, they're basically going to be like upon you. And Maya is just going to like not even paying attention to any of you. Just mow right past into that room and basically do the same thing that Promethean does at a much higher speed.
Blink.
Like
Yeah.
Link. And she's gonna pass through the Umbra. And like the rest of them are basically going to start like detaining you. It's
Eh,
not gonna
there's not
be
really
it's
much
not
we
gonna
can
be
do.
like stun gun like bash to the back of the face, but it's like immediately like backing you into a corner, like growling very menacingly, doing the werewolf thing.
I put up no resistance whatsoever.
That's
Martel
probably a
just,
good
like,
idea.
Do I see?
Most
do I
of it-
see Malcolm
He isn't like
back?
visibly shaking. He's just like, whatever. Okay, this is happening.
You as this is all going on here, the Promethean is actually going to step through after, but uh, we're going to move back to this, obviously. You're going to hear a clank. Sounds like a plated boot hitting like subway rail, and then a loud thud as Malcolm gets thrown to the ground on the rails.
There you are, Malcolm. I didn't know you were gone.
Fuck. He audibly curses.
You all right, Malcolm?
Byron is just
Where'd you go?
sitting with his back against the wall, like arms folded, just watching Malcolm like
Yeah.
reappear. And he's just like he
Malcolm's
looks at
definitely
Maya
gonna
and
notice.
Val looks
This-
like fucking much more relieved than probably
that Malcolm's back.
any of them. She's like, oh my god, he's back. Good. Fuck. Shit, man. But she's not resisting the sort of arrest and just like leaves it.
No.
Darren's gonna look at Maya and like smile at her and go, "Thanks for bringing him back."
You tard.
The last gangrel. No. Not gonna
Um,
bring up Rick again. Rick was.
Okay.
Dead?
She didn't botch, so you're not gonna die.
Okay. It's a good start.
But it's what's your defense? Wait, do I even need to roll this? I don't need to roll this.
Probably not.
Is it okay? Hold on. Is it melee?
It's melee. I don't need to roll this.
That's 15. No, it's not 15 dice. That's okay. Yeah, that's fine. It's like 9.
Basically, she's going to walk up, or not walk up. She's pretty much going to move up in the blink of an eye and deliver a very vicious punch to your stomach. Kind of like a "I didn't ask for your comment" kind of punch in the stomach
Your
and double you
opinion,
over.
sir.
Yeah, exactly. Your opinions aren't needed here, and just like
Why
a punch
grapple?
to the gut. You say you're going to grapple?
Apply grapple when
Oh,
necessary.
no.
I was gonna say, don't grapple. So in before this is why I had you make a new character.
There's
No,
a
it's-
possibility that I could win if I succeed in the first grapple.
Possibly
How many
there's
dice
some-
is she
It's
down
select.
with if you grapple her?
6, I believe. Is it 8 now?
Oh, she can work that.
Takes 8 plus my 4 for defense if she tries to attack me. Or 4 for defense back.
Oh.
So she's down already 12. So she's a possibility of 3 dice.
Grappling.
Grappling.
Grappling OP.
Is
He
the
put a werewolf in a
Promethean
headlock,
back
he
with
wins.
them?
It's not her.
It's
It's
a
the other
chokehold.
3 that you have to worry
It's
about.
the other 3 you gotta worry about.
Yeah, it's the other ones. It's
How many can you chokehold?
there's a grappling thing that allows you to grapple like 5 different targets at once. So I mean,
Yeah.
could. He just needs to make grapple checks. against
Yes,
every
please.
single
I
one.
definitely
Five
want.
days
I
left.
definitely want to see
Okay.
Volt try and grapple 5 werewolves at once. I'm sure this will go really well.
Oh, the best thing would be to grapple all 5 of them and then put them on like neck breaker
Go-
positions.
Yeah.
Just lethal damage every attack.
And
Come at
this
me.
is where basically the Prometheans, even the Prometheans, like are putting up no struggle at all.
But did the other one come back from?
Yeah,
wherever?
she came back slowly or shortly after Malcolm and Maya.
Okay.
But you're going to notice that one of the Prometheans in particular, when the werewolves arrived, got very wide eyes, and that's the guy in the scientist's coat. His eyes grew very wide, and he has this. You can tell he has a sense of curiosity about the werewolves. So he's not putting up a struggle, but every chance he gets, he's kind of like looking around, like trying to discern everything he can about
And
them.
they're in the corner with us, or in a different corner,
Uh,
sort of thing.
you're all basically herded in the same area, But he's like in the back of the crowd, kind of like looking over people's shoulders in this thing. But basically, you were going to be detained, and at this point, led out of quarantine.
Yeah,
So
everything went better than expected.
yeah, so this will pretty much be end of session.
Cool.
So if you want to do any RP, that's perfectly fine. But basically, the rest of the time would be leading you out of quarantine because they've pretty much cleaned up and mopped up the area.
Well, I mean, Val would make sure that Malcolm was okay as long as she was like allowed. She wouldn't be like trying to resist, any of the detaining process.
The talking among the party is perfectly fine. Like any RP, talking among the party is perfectly fine. Just don't attempt to talk to the werewolves in a friendly manner. Basically,
If
like
that
they're not here to
lady-
make friends.
If that lady Promethean is nearby, I say thank you under my breath.
She like motionless face again. It's back to blank slate.
What'd she do? Obviously asking Malcolm.
She, I think, stopped me from getting really, really badly hurt. Probably worse.
I'm sorry I kind of got you into that, Malcolm. I didn't realize.
I didn't realize either. It's fine. He doesn't look fine, though.
Well, to be honest, it's better than getting swept earlier. At least we're
Then what could
alive.
have happened? Werewolves,
At
the
least-
Requiem.
At least we're alive, and we're all
Darren's still
here.
kind of like holding his stomach, like, ugh, shit.
At least
Although
we're
don't-
alive, Bartel.
That's what I was saying. We're still here
Yeah.
and alive. Darren, I don't know how much longer he'll last, though. That was a pretty good punch.
Yeah, she can throw a
That
punch.
was pretty good hitting everyone.
I only hit 2 people. Shut up.
Ugh.
No, he's
Two
like
less
we're all
than
walking
me.
currently.
I think I have a broken rib. Hold on.
Darren just
Yeah.
walking like,
Yeah, I have a broken rib. Feels good.
Feels good.
Feels real good.
Val just does a sort of like, fight through the pain, you'll be fine.
Don't worry about me. It's not the first time a beautiful lady hit me in the rib.
No,
Yeah.
no, it isn't. Recalls all previous times this has happened. Recalls several times she has punched him.
I am done with this
At that,
quarantine
Darren
zone.
kind of like winks at Valerie.
Yeah. So, as you're being led, the Prometheans, like you can tell, the werewolves aren't even watching the Prometheans. It's all about you guys. They're not too happy to be escorting a bunch of what they referred to as sons of Gabriel.
Oh.
Could just
And
let us
they're-
walk out. No.
Yeah, so they're
Bartel.
not
He isn't
happy
saying
to
that out loud. He's not
be
stupid.
escorting. Yeah, well, masculine form.
I'm only just joking.
Sons and fancy people.
Fancy people of Gabriel.
Yeah.
Heirs
So,
of Gabriel.
Which if
Children of Gabriel? Why not?
you will all remember that actually you won't remember, but you will know that you've never heard of anyone named Gabriel. Your old characters would have, like, obviously. But you've never heard of anyone named Gabriel. So
Oh, haven't we? Shit.
Nope.
Okay.
because
shit.
Gabriel proclaimed himself Cain and dropped the name
okay.
Gabriel.
Alright, redcon
Gotta find
there,
and replace.
redcon.
Yeah.
So basically, he completely dropped the name when he became Cain, but somehow they still know you as Sons of Gabriel.
Because they're assholes.
I don't give a shit what werewolves think of me.
Because
Please.
werewolves know all, bro.
Please, I'm Valerie.
Questioning a
I'm Valerie
werewolf in this
Yeager. I'll
situation.
I'll buy the werewolves.
Questioning a werewolf in this situation is a very bad idea. So I mean,
Werewolves can see ghosts and things, spirits.
They basically patrol the border, as I told you, between the
but can they see
or-
ghosts? Is what he's
Yeah,
asking.
but they can see.
Because Volt has a
manifestations.
ghost.
Like I am an unliving anchor per se. Like,
That's
it's
true.
kind of stuck to me.
My mother is an unliving anchor.
They could
Like,
they
kind of
could
where I
probably
go,
remove
like,
that from you.
Just rip it away.
I don't think they'd want to attempt to do that.
I mean, they could probably do it.
They might bust out some insane
yeah,
powers
they can-
to fucking kill everybody.
If nothing else, by GM discretion, yeah, they can see spirits and whatnot because they're gifted by Luna to basically make sure that spirits and whatnot don't interfere with the mortal realm and vice versa. So, yeah, they would probably be
This
more than
guy.
happy than to remove that for you.
He would highly object to that.
Yeah, probably. But they seem to take no interest in that.
I
It's
mean,
more like-
I'm fine with just going back to the, you know.
Yeah. You notice as you're led out of town, it's not back to the camp. As you're being led out of town, there's a lot of homeless-looking people, like people that have basically survived this somehow, and they're in shabby clothes,
Yeah.
ripped fragments of what they used to wear. Some of it used to be very fancy, you can tell, but they all basically look like the bread guy from your D&D campaign. Like, oh Lord,
The bread guy.
why have you forsaken? But it's basically, they all look pretty much beat up and lucky to be here. So,
Fair enough.
and that is where this chapter will close.
Sounds good.
All right.
How much XP we get?
All of it.
Quite a bit. I am actually going to. I'm going to give it a roll real quick here to see for bonus. Hold on.
1
on.
10. 1.
Okay, 28.
Holy shit.
Not
Holy
bad.
shit.
You could have got up to 50. I rolled a 1d30 for bonus experience past 20.
So
Wait,
you
how
rolled an
much?
8
How
on the
much did we
D30.
That's
get?
a lot of cheese I can put in.
28.
28.
28. Fucking hell, man.
28 bonus. Yep.
So I have a total of like 39 experience now.
Yes.
Shit, man.
Dude, I can become a god at grappling.
I got a lot of
can,
shit to
too.
do.
I can now become the invincible grappler.
Oh, that's not
Pretty
good.
much, actually.
Thank you, Rockbasha. Now not even werewolves can stop me.
I have
Oh, for
34.
fancy dress-up bonus. For fancy dress-up bonus, you get 10 experience total. I have detracted from your fanciness. This is not a fancy group.
I'm sorry, I took it off like at the end, like roughly 20 minutes ago.
Where's the goofy hat?
I took it off because I had to answer the door.
Goofy hat? You want the goofy hat?
I've
Give me a second.
still got the shirt, but that's it.
Well, that's
Still got
kind of
my shirt on.
Elf retains experience. He's pretty fancy. He's a
I
fancy
don't got
fellow.
shit on right now.
JK.
I'm still in my
He's
pajamas.
JKing.
Of course. But, yes, the goofy. Okay, Bartel also retains experience. No, I'm kidding.
39.
yeah. 39 experience. That is a lot.
That is a fuck.
Yeah.
I have
Put all my points in
34 right
unliving
now.
anchor
Just
and
gave
just
us
have a
28
ghost with 1,000
experience.
powers.
Okay, well, 15 of that goes into third point of Cadaveria, so there's that.
Oh, you could gain a
Actually,
more-
let's just close out the session before we start
Yeah.
talking about that shit.
Yeah, pretty
So,
much.
so, thank you very much, everybody who's watching on the archives. I'm gonna close it out now. Hope you guys had fun, and bye.
Bye-bye.